Ready? 1, 2, 3, start. Industrial jurisprudence. During the 20th century, a new branch of jurisprudence known as industrial jurisprudence has developed in our country. Industrial jurisprudence is a development of mainly post-independence period, although its birth may be traced back to the Industrial Revolution. Before independence, it existed in a rudimentary form in our country. The growth of industrial jurisprudence can significantly be noticed not only from increase in labor and industrial legislations but also from a large number of industrial law matters decided by the Supreme Court and High Courts. It affects directly a considerable population of our country consisting of industrialists, workmen and their families. Those who are affected indirectly constitute a still larger bulk of the country population. This branch of law modified the traditional law relating to master and servant and had cut down the old theory if laissez-faire based upon the freedom of contract in the larger interest of the society, because that theory was found wanting more the development of harmonious and amicable relations between the employers and employees. Individual contracts have been in many respects substituted by a standard form of statutory contract through legislation and judicial interpretation. The traditional right of an employee to hire and fire his workmen at his will has been subjected to many restraints. Industrial tribunals can be there award makes a contract which is binding on both the parties, creating new right and imposing new obligations arising out of the award. There is no question of the employer agreeing to the new contract. It is binding even though it is unacceptable to him. The creation of new obligations is not by the parties themselves. Either or both of them may be opposed to it. Nevertheless, it binds them. Thus, the idea of some authority making a contract for the workmen and employer is a strange and novel idea and is foreign to the basic principle of the law of contract. Similarly, there is change in the concept of master and servant. One who invests capital is no more a master, and one who puts in labor is no more a servant. They are employer and employees. The farmer may hire the latter, but he can more fire them at his will. The interest of the employees is in many respects protected by legislation. Both are now parties in as enterprise without one yielding to the higher status of another, but as co-sharer in the partnership. Even the right of labor participation in the management has been given legislative recognition to the utter despair of the capitalist. Most of the benefits claimed by a workman are not part of his bargain with the employer when the latter employed him, or are not due to them on account of any contract but of status. The industrial society all over the world has been moving during the present century from contract to status, and this status is a politico-socio-economic juristic status.